Hello friends, SAT is a very important exam when you are applying for university applications. Though grammar seems like a very pain in your throat, but grammar has to be there in your mind if you need to survive the writing section of the SAT. Today with me, I'll explain you grammar in such a way that it puts energy in both the speaker as well as the listener. Today in this module, I'm going to try and discuss what is a subject, what is a predicate, what is a complement, what is a direct object, what is an indirect object, and some extra things that I might cover in the video, in the flow. Okay. So first, talking about a sentence. What is a sentence? A sentence is basically comprised of two parts, that is a subject and a predicate. So what is a subject? A subject is a someone or something about which we are going to give a compliment, or we are going to say something about, or simply that someone or something that is doing something we are observing. Very simple. The witch is bending over the cauldron. So the subject here is the witch, which is bending over the cauldron. So the subject is the witch. What is the witch doing? It's bending over the cauldron. So now you might ask me, are we going to just concentrate on the half part of the sentence, that is the which? What about is bending over the cauldron? Yes, grammar also gives you the name for the second half, that is the predicate. As I've already told you, I'm going to discuss about predicate. That is the second half, which tells you something about that something or someone or the subject you're trying to concentrate on. So the which is bending over the cauldron. Is bending over the cauldron is going to be your predicate in this case. So now, talking about some complex subjects and simple subjects. Simple subjects are subjects which are only, which are unitary objects, unitary subjects. That means we are talking about only one, someone or something, not two or three or four or five, just one. So we might say that Rita ate food. So that's a very simple sentence that is telling you about a girl who has just ate her food. Rita is the subject here. This simple subject in this case, who ate her food? Simple. Now we are going to talk about this simple predicate. That is when only one verb is being done and not a lot of actions are there to confuse you. For example, taking a more funnier sentence this time. Ram burnt. A very small sentence just comprising of two words, but still it tells you the importance of this simple predicate. Ram burnt. So in this case, the burnt part is going to be your predicate, the simple predicate, where just one verb is being done. Now talking about the complex subject, when there are more than one, someone or something. For example, Ram and Sham are going on the runway. Ram and Sham are two people who are going on the runway. Here we have a complex subject as two or more people are being talked about, someone or something are being talked about. I've taken a lot of examples about this someone. Now let's take an example of the someone, the something. For example, I take the example of a sentence where the ball is being tossed over the wall. The ball is being tossed over the wall. Here I'm using a simple subject. But I need to give you an example of a complex subject. So, a ball and a bat are being tossed across the wall. So, ball and bat are going to give you a more complex subject as more than one, someone or something are being talked about. In this case, a something. This someone or something that we are talking about in our complex nature can be linked by and, or nor. Now talking about the complex predicate, when more than one action is there to confuse you. For example, the Ram burbled and gurgled with happiness. So Ram is doing two activities. He burbled as well as gurgled with happiness. So two words are being done at the same time, bubbling and gurgling. And so this is a complex predicate. In a complex predicate, the words can be associated by and, or, no, yet, maybe, and many other things can be used for, combining and putting these two together in a sentence. Now talking about complement. For example, I just say a sentence which is want. So you might ask, what? What do you want to say? It's an incomplete sentence, don't you think? So complement does the job of making a sentence seem complete by answering the question of generally what. So a complement will make the sentence go like, the witches want birthrights, the witches want extra power, the witches want extra money. So here in all these cases, these are not nouns, these are not words which are generally being used in our predicates for describing our subjects, but rather on the inverse side they are nouns, and this might confuse you a bit, but we are talking about what the witches want. So the central concentration is on witches, not on the secondary noun that is being used here. So the complement might also confuse you a bit when you are looking at subject and predicate. But you, for determining the subject and predicate, have to essentially concentrate on that first part, on the part we are laying the most focus on. It's not necessary that your subject has to come before your predicate. It can also come at the last of your sentence, but still, you have to see what is the main focus of our sentence. For example here, witches want birthright. We are talking about what witches want. We are not talking about what birthright wants. We are talking about what witches want. So, here which is going to be our subject and birthright is going to be our complement because it's doing the job of completing our sentence. Now going on to what is a complex object and what is a direct object, and what is an indirect object. So the birthright, the extra money, the extra power, all that I talked to you about in these examples of complements are all objects. What are direct objects? Now direct objects are like punching bags. They are directly affected when a subject does something. For example, the chef gave compliments. Here compliments is going to be a direct object. Why? Because complement is being directly affected by the chef. It's not being a secondary object or an indirect object about which I'll be talking just now. What is an indirect object? It's not like punching bag. It's like a domino that is kept after another piece in between. A bit complex, I'll explain it in a very easy manner. So taking the very first example that I told you, the chef gave compliments. Now let's say the chef gave compliments to people. Here people are going to be the indirect